Doug Lesmerises finishing up Big Ten Media Days in Chicago with Bill Landis. This is a 1. It's B1G. It's very clever. Bill, we have been here for 2 days talking to coaches and players. And here's what I want to ask you. Who do you think is really the biggest challenger to Ohio State in the Big Ten East this year? I think it's a bigger question down the road overall. But is it Michigan or is it Penn State? You spent a lot of time with Jim Harbaugh on Tuesday.
I mean, I think it's Penn State just based off the roster they have back. Michigan doesn't have anybody back, and Jim Harbaugh for an hour was asked varying questions, all centering on the fact that nobody's back, and if Michigan's good, it's going to be because a sophomore class is really good. It's in some ways kind of like Ohio State in 2014, maybe to even a greater extent, because they don't have anybody. They have Wilton Speight back at quarterback, and then a lot of holes and a lot of new guys they need to rely on. But I do think Harbaugh is the second best coach in the Big Ten. So if there's anyone other than Urban Meyer who can have success with sophomores, it's probably Jim Harbaugh. But with everybody Penn State has back, I think it's Penn State.
It's interesting to hear James Franklin talk, and I was with James Franklin a lot on Tuesday. They, I think, really feel like they've crossed a threshold. And he was talking a lot about how they have now reached the point in recruiting where they're turning good players away. I think they have a top 5 ranked recruiting class from 2018 so far. But that win against Ohio State last year was really a transformational game, not just for their season last year, but their entire program. And so people are gaga over Saquon Barkley, who is our cleveland.com Offensive Player of the Year. James Franklin loves Trace McSorley. He thinks Deshaun Hamilton could end up being the best receiver in the Big Ten. That is a lot of weapons on offense. So I think Michigan could surprise people because I do think there are some things of recent Ohio State teams that were young, that were better than people expected, that could be telling us something about Michigan. But I think for now it's Penn State, but I think it's close.
Yeah, I think it's close too, and I do think as much as Michigan can be a surprise, they're going to be one this year.
He's Bill. I'm Doug. All kinds of stuff from Chicago, from Big Ten Media Days. Again, Ohio State Thursday this week. We will be there at 6:30 in the morning for the start of training camp. Follow it all at cleveland.com.